Question for you guys.
Yeah.
Why don't we care about any college sport as much as we care about college football? Like, I know the baseball World Series is big, but I don't see anything until the baseball World Series or the college World Series.
Yep.
I mean, maybe hockey's not even close. It's just close because we live in the North.
Yep. Yeah. Anywhere else in the United States is not relevant. March Madness has its time, but name
fair.
another team that you follow.
We're talking season long.
Yeah.
Right. Like
season long caring.
Yeah.
Like, and even in like professional sports, I feel like people care a hell of a lot more about professional baseball than they do college baseball and any other sport. But some people like college football more than regular football.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching college baseball, but it's just never on TV. So I don't know if it's a TV thing. If
big media,
what kind of contracts they have going with. I mean, if you have ESPN Plus, you could probably find a game or two on the dog shit channels.
I get like SEC Network, and then I'll watch freaking TCU versus LSU.
I think I just figured out a theory just formed in my head as Ryan was talking.
Ooh.
It's because there's no farm league. The people you see in college football, you are immediately going to see in the next level, or you're not.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
That's true.
Baseball, you're going to go from like rookie ball to short A season to A to long A to double A to triple A. Like there's sometimes
there's a player you could like in college baseball, like you're into him.
I'll never be able to get to watch him.
Yeah, he gets drafted and he disappears.
Yeah, that's Paul Skeens. Great guy. He's the biggest college baseball name.
Phenomenal
guy. And everyone was watching him during the College World Series. Everyone was going apeshit about him. And then he fucking disappears off the face of the planet. He goes down to FCL.
No, he didn't. You know why? Because he's dating Livy Dunn now.
Well, yeah, but other than that, if he wasn't dating Livy Dunn, he would have fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I did watch the NCAA golf championship this year.
Was it at Greyhawk?
I couldn't tell you what course. I'm going to be honest. I caught the last 5 holes of it. It just so happened to be on TV.
I mean, those are the best 5 holes to catch.
That is true.
That's actually kind of sick. I feel like going to a NCAA national championship golf tournament would be so weak.
I think it would too. But mostly if I followed the season, like I want to have not skin in a monetary value, but like I want skin in the game, like someone to like I'm rooting for that.
Farm
I
league
followed.
again.
Yeah,
farm league.
It's just that's a good point because we accidentally brought up basketball. They go straight to the league, and that's probably the second most popular college sport.
Yeah. Well, does that mean that golf and baseball are harder sports than football and basketball?
No, I would say to get to the top level, yeah.
Mentally and physically, if you combine both of those together, I do believe that.
Not physically.
Sorry. Well, the mental side of golf, I feel like, I shouldn't say really trumps the mental side of football, because you look at the quarterback documentary. Kirk Cousins he's got shit hooked up to his brain.
Like
studying
certain positions though, like corner. I mean, I'm not. No offense to my corners out there, but they have the smallest playbook on anyone on
on for all the corners
of the starting 22.
But it's also the hardest to follow a guy around.
It is the hardest physical position on the field, but it is the easiest mentally.
Yeah.
Now let me also add, we are the farthest thing from professional athletes that you might possibly find.
Not farthest. We did play some college sports, which makes us closer than anyone that quit after high school.
That is true. But before anyone's like, well, yeah, you guys are fucking sitting on the couch, just, making comments about these they're professionals. They're making millions. Okay, we get it. But like, this is just our opinion on, I think golf has to be one of the hardest sports to get to the top. That and baseball. They're writing books on people who are 33-year-old rookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, just think about golf and baseball presents you so many more opportunities to quit. Like your football career can be 1-2 years in college. You're in the league. A 3-year span, you're at the highest level you can be. Golf,
You can also get you can also get 20 million right out of college in football.
Yeah, and it
basketball.
could be 15 years since your freshman year of college before you even come close to sniffing the highest level.
Okay, here's another argument for football and basketball. Well, I shouldn't even say basketball. Let's just talk football. The longevity of a career, like you need to get paid what they get paid because of the longevity and because of, sometimes the side effects that come with it. You are rarely going to see a 40-some-year-old NFL player.
Yeah,
or even a mid-30s to late 30s NFL player.
Which is why if anyone comes at me and tells me that quarterback is the hardest position physically, you're wrong. You don't see 45-year-old corners. You see 45-year-old quarterbacks.
Yeah. No, that's very true. You don't see 45-year-old offensive linemen or defensive linemen because those guys are going through car wrecks every single play. Even
the most banged up golfers, like Tiger Woods, for example. Like
he's had a lot of played on one leg.
Yeah.
You can't play on one leg in any other sport.
Yeah, exactly. He's Yeah,
I mean, you can. There are 40-year-olds that are getting their tour cards.
Michael
Block.
Yeah,
Michael Block.
I think that's what golf is missing is some of like the Michael Block type stories where let's say there's a golfer who has a fucking unbelievable senior year, right? There's no team in the PGA that can we draft him, and make sure he's on the tour. He's got to go put his fucking nose to the ground and grind through a bunch of shit that's not televised, and we forget that this person exists.
Yeah.
I just wish there was a handful of ways other than sponsor exemptions or however Michael Block got in for these random dudes having their 2 weeks of glory to get in. It's like every time it happens, we love it. Like Sahith Theegala, sponsors exemption into the waste management, leads through 3 days. Michael Block, sponsors exemption, crushes it, right?
Michael Block, he qualified. Yep.
But like these random little things, like I wish there was more of that to get these electric players in because every time it happens, we fucking love it. Sam Bennett at the Masters. We cared more about that than who was winning the Masters.
Well, here's my opinion on why these guys play well in the first tournaments that they're actually a part of. It's because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And that even applies to us. If we go out and we're just like, we literally have nothing to lose this round. We're gonna go out and have fun. Sam Bennett, I'm just gonna go out and have fun. I may never play Augusta again. Sahith Theegala, I'm just gonna go out and have fun because the environment at Waste Management is something I may never see again.
Yeah, for him,
Michael
it's like
Block,
I'm playing in my backyard.
Yeah, Michael Block. I may never make it into another professional tournament in my entire life. I may never make another cut in my entire life. Let's just go out and have fun. These guys have nothing to lose. So yeah, how do you keep pushing that mindset so that you can get the Michael Blocks and the Sahith Theegalas and players like that?
We could be being a little bit ignorant here too as well. Like I'm sure there was another like amateur in the Masters that we didn't know about because he also took the I have nothing to lose and played like shit. And we just didn't see it. And
no, well, okay, so here's a good example. I believe his name's James Piot. He was one of the top college golfers, amateur in the Masters 2 years ago, playing with Liv now. More than likely will get cut from the Liv tour after the season.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's both sides.
Yeah.
Right. But I just wish that there was a quicker route to the big leagues for golf.
Well, don't they have Monday qualifiers where they can get into the tournaments?
They do.
Only certain tournaments, right? But and there's a 4-day tournament pretty much every single week. And some of them get lost in the mix and it's for an entire fucking year. It's not 16 weeks or 17 weeks like football.
Yeah, like having some way for there to have the undrafted free agent situation in golf.
Yep.
Or even like if they win like a PGA Tour Canada event or like a Korn Ferry Tour event, like if you win that week, you get to play on the PGA Tour the next week. It should be like that.
Yeah. Just more opportunities to play with the big dogs so that we can get more underdog stories. Like, where did this guy come from?
I feel like that would, Yeah, it's a quicker route to putting more people on the map too.
Yep.
Because think of some of the players that we're missing out on, just because like they maybe just don't completely have it between the ears. Like think of some guys who would be electric personalities on the tour, like a Bubba Watson or controversial Patrick Reed
Max
or
Homa.
Max Homa.
Yeah.
Lost his tour card, and then now he's one of like the most top golfers. And
One of the
everybody
most-
loves him.
Ryder
Yeah,
Cup.
and he's one of the most popular personalities in golf.
Also, think about that. Golf doesn't breed like player versus player competition in terms of like I'm playing for your spot than other sports do, like in football and in baseball and all that
Depth
stuff.
charts
Depth
and-
charts and
yep.
all that stuff, right? Think about how often people are getting injured and how often they need to be replaced. Like this guy just tore his ACL, or this guy, needs Tommy John, so it's next man up for that team. Whereas in the PGA, like, how often are people going out for plantar fasciitis or something like that? Like never. Like
See, that's why I like the live
That's
model.
what I was just gonna say. That's what got me the most excited about when I heard that Liv was having teams, and it didn't really end up being what I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be like the Ryder Cup every week, but it's still the team thing is what got me excited about it.
Yeah. Do you think, do you think if Live Golf was played more so as like a Ryder Cup style, where okay, so Live has these teams, but they're still all playing individually, and their individual scores end up combining into their team score, and that's kind of how things shake out. Like the Ryder Cup, yes, they're playing as individuals, but it's all like it's one team versus the other team. So it's like if you secluded, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is like Thursday is this 1v1 matchup.
Yep.
Friday is this 1v1 matchup, or you have multiple 1v1 matchups on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the winner of that. And it's like a bracket style tournament every week for Live Golf, at like pushing the team golf aspect of it more.
See, I think the old heads would hate that, but I would fucking love that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what is the Valspar and Texas, the match play tournament, that's bracket style. And people love that tournament.
People love brackets.
People love brackets. So it's like,
Tyler, you love brackets.
yeah.
I'm a slut for brackets.
So I don't I don't know. Maybe Liv just hasn't, like, maybe they're just doing, and okay, I'm a 30-year-old guy sitting in, my own basement talking about this. Maybe Live Golf just isn't doing the team format correctly.
Yeah, like they could
Yeah.
pretty much just copy the Ryder Cup and do like Thursday is like 2v2 scramble, and then Friday is like a 2v2 alternate shot, and then Saturday do like stroke play, just regular stroke play for everyone.
No, they got to do it like Ryan said, like day one, Thursday, it's the 8-team bracket. Everyone's in the quarterfinals technically.
Yeah.
Then the next day, you have the semifinals and consolations. You match them up, and then on Sunday or on Saturday, you got
3 days.
maybe you just do all consolation so they catch up, and then on Sunday they do the finals and placing rounds.
Yeah, it would be interesting because I don't think people are on board with the team format yet. Like the high flyer, like
They don't.
I could
it's
probably
not-
only tell you a couple teams: the Four Aces, the High Flyers, and
The Niblets.
is that?
No.
But is that even still a team though?
Yeah.
the Crushers is DeChambeau's.
The Crushers,
Crushers GC.
Like it's
yeah,
literally
these
just
names.
Fireball.
It's a stroke play singles, and then with everybody's score adding up to it. So it's not even like teams. It's just the team aspect is with it. It's not team aspect with the golf.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What one thing I think would be really cool is if like the Live or even the PGA, like if there was a draft for golfers,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, everybody.
No, I think that'd be
I don't know.
fucking sweet if
No, I know,
college
but how-
golfers could declare for the Live draft. Like the Live couldn't just draft the rights to any player out of college, obviously, because they might go PGA, they might go Korn Ferry, like they
Yeah.
might go wherever. But if like a college player declares for the Live draft and they held a draft, that would be awesome.
That would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because then I feel then you would be more apt to follow college golf.
Because Live has their own like Korn Ferry tour, right?
I don't
think so.
They
I
don't
think
have
just
like a-
steal from the PGA.
Yeah, I think they're just out to sign guys with money. I think
Okay.
it's really the only way.
was gonna say because their teams aren't very big.
I think
So it's like if there's
was
like
it 4
It's
guys.
just 4 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So like if someone drafted him, like what are you gonna do with him? Are you kicking Sergio off the team?
Maybe.
Well, yeah, no. After each season, there is a list of cuts. So people like, I don't know. I saw it the other day. Chase Koepka, James Piot. These guys are at the bottom of the points list I believe when it comes to individual points. And if they finish the bottom 4, they are automatically removed from the live roster.
Damn.
So yeah, imagine like defecting from the PGA going to live and you get cut after your first or second
And
season.
now they're UDFAs and they can get picked up by any other team or no?
I would assume so, yeah.
PJ ain't gonna take him back though.
Well, they
You just-
could
you just-
now. They're owned by the same people.
Yeah, you just hope that Brooks is feeling good and he wants to do his
Hey, little bro.
a favor, So I don't know. But yeah, being able to shake it up like that would be it's just another element of entertainment that guys like us can get behind. I also think especially going to the PGA Tour Canada Pro-Am, I think, and you've heard this 100 times before, putting like a scratch golfer or somebody around that caliber in an actual tournament, like putting a local or like a course member wherever that tournament's being played that week, putting them in the actual field and just seeing the level of separation.
You have the perspective guy.
And it's like, I would love to watch, I don't know. I would love to watch, let's just say Trevor. I would love to watch Trevor in the PGA Tour Canada event at Craigan's.
Yeah, that driver better be on.
Yeah.
Just to see
my score compared to the rest,
Yeah.
and then how far back I am compared to all those guys.
and then here's the thing. There's going to be one scratch golfer or 2 or 3 or 4 handicap that makes a cut and that places pretty decently.
Do you
And you're
guys
like, who is not going to want to follow that story?
yeah.
do you guys remember the old shitty MTV show called Bully Beatdown?
No.
I've heard
So-
of it, but I don't remember it.
So I forget the guys. There's a UFC fighter, Mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
Mayhem, whatever. I don't remember his actual name, but that was his fighter name is Mayhem. There'd be someone like Trevor's getting bullied in college and he doesn't like it. So he's going to get his bully to sign up for this show and get his ass beat by a UFC fighter. And Mayhem kept talking about it. He's like, I'm just waiting for the day where one of the bullies actually beats up one of my fighters. And then it happened. One of the bullies stepped into the octagon and beat the shit out of one of the fighters.
Damn.
And so like that would happen in golf. Eventually the scratch golfer would have the round of his fucking life
Yes.
and then beat the person he's paired up with. And that person would get laughed out of the tour.
Yeah, it's like the Monday, like let's say the Monday qualifier, or even let's call this one the Tuesday qualifier, is any member at that course can sign up for the Tuesday qualifier, and the winner of that stroke play tournament on Tuesday is into the tournament for Thursday, Friday for sure. If they make the cut, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it also gives them a little bit better chance because they know the course really well.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I think it'd be fun to see them. They know the course, they know how to play it and still get their fucking asses kicked.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And here's the thing. It's like, in terms of like TV and who the cameras are following, you don't really have to follow this guy. If he's having a great round, maybe, or maybe just pan back when he's plus 10, pan over to him and see what's going on. When he's plus 15, pan over to him, see what's going on.
I think the main reason this will never happen is because the PGA will never ever want someone to have an opportunity to devalue their product.
It's a phenomenal point.
So like if Joe Blow comes in, club champion comes in and beats some big names, they're like, well, fuck, these guys aren't that good. Like if this happens on a regular basis, all of a sudden this random scratch golfer's doing really good. Like a different one every week, right? And the different one every week is beating some names that he shouldn't. Then all of a sudden people start to scratch their heads like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's only a one-time scenario though. I don't think this guy is going to go.
No. I'm saying a different guy, but a different guy every week is beating some good names.
Yeah, like
that makes the PGA look bad.
people forget like how much winning a tournament just relies on like you were on that week and someone else wasn't. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, you know, if someone beats you in one golf tournament when you're on the PGA, it's not because you're the worst golfer. It's maybe just that they had a better weekend and that you didn't. Right. And so more often that there would be one person who's having a really good week that is overall not a better golfer than you, but they beat you. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Like,
Well, what if
a couple weeks ago when Hovland shoots a 61, like there's absolutely nothing you as an opponent can do about him shooting a 61.
right?
Yeah.
Like you could shoot a 64 and you still got beat by 3 strokes.
We look at Matt Boldy from the Minnesota Wild.
Yep.
He was a sponsorship exemption at the PGA Tour Canada event, and I want to say he was 9 over through 18, and he's like a +2, +3 handicap.
Mhm.
So he's a stick. I don't know if you listen to KFAM, but they talked to him on KFAM the week following. And he said that was the most nervous he's ever been for a sporting event in his life. And this guy just re-signed. He's 20, I believe he's 23 years old. He just re-signed for millions of dollars
This guy had-
in the NHL.
He had to walk into Dallas for a playoff game last year. That's scary, dude.
And
So
he
he-
said this is the most
He was most
PGA Tour
nervous.
Canada event.
A non-televised PGA Tour Canada event in Brainerd.
Yes. So I think that just showed. And Tyler, when I heard him say that, I'm like, well, it makes sense because think of Pine to Palm.
Yeah.
That's just a fucking local, like low amateur. I mean, there's some good players there, don't get me wrong, but it's a local low amateur tournament. And we were nervous as all shit for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. For 3 holes. And then I wasn't nervous anymore.
Well, then you didn't give any fucks and then
Yeah.
you started playing better.
Yep.
So I think the goal is to just, the question is like, how do we just not care anymore?
Yeah. Drunk.
Get drunk.
Anyway, welcome back to the podcast. That was one of our longer cold opens.
That was a long cold open, but a lot of good convo.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.
I quite literally have 0 clue what episode we are on.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I just like when naming the episode file on the computer, I just gave it a random number.
I think it's
really know.
it's almost like
46 or 47.
smack dab in between 1 and 200.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I think we're in the 150s, are we not?
Yeah, it's either 157 or 156.
We wanna
But I'm not gonna lie to you right now. Yesterday I was like, okay, tomorrow we gotta record the pod. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, okay, we gotta record the pod in a couple hours. And then I get here and I'm like, okay, well, it's time to record the pod. And I haven't golfed in 2 to 3 weeks.
Same. I did it. Except I kind of golfed. We did it. We shot a video where we were swinging golf clubs.
Yeah.
But it wasn't real golf. So I did it. No, didn't golf for 2 weeks.
But and here's the thing about it, Tyler, is it's making me want to get out even more. Obviously, there's an itch that I can't scratch right now, or I could scratch it. I'm just kind of holding off a little bit. I think it's good. Sorry, go ahead.
I am planning on golfing Thursday in league for the first time in months. I haven't played in league in fucking months.
Oh yeah, you're in golf league this year.
I am. I'm an alternate, so they don't have to. They can't get mad at me for not showing up because it's quite literally in my job description.
Sure.
But I will show up this week if needed.
Hey, you got nothing to lose. You might not ever play in that league ever again.
That's true.
I think I'm gonna golf Friday morning. I think I'm gonna go out Friday morning. I might just rip a solo round.
Yeah.
We'll see. I might just go rip 9 by myself.
I do have some passes to Prairie Wood, guys, if anyone wants to come.
I wouldn't mind playing P Wood National.
G-Dave bought some Prairie Wood passes at a silent auction for more than it actually costs to golf there.
Probably goes to a good cause though.
It does. It goes to the Frazee Fire Department. Shouts to Uncle Sean. But yeah, if you guys want to go to play Prairie Wood for free, I got them.
All right, let's do it. What I was kind of getting at though is I think when you force yourself to just stay off the course for a little bit, you then like it becomes more of a novelty of like, oh, okay, fuck yeah. Like you are excited to get out Thursday and golf. I'm excited to get out Friday and golf. Whereas if it's constantly every weekend, for me, it was the membership. On Saturday or Sunday, I had to golf at least once. It wasn't like, hey, let's just go rip a quick round of 18. I had to golf because I had to get my money's worth for the membership.
You got that though already, right?
I probably played 1, maybe 2 rounds for free. So I was a little bit above breaking even. But I think the downfall to that was I had to go golf. And it's like, well, what if I just didn't want to golf? Or what if I just wasn't feeling it? And I think that led into a lot of just like, I don't know, shitty rounds, shitty play. Sometimes I wasn't golfing with the people I wanted to golf with just because, again, I had to get out and maybe they weren't available that weekend. But now I've taken some time off.
Now imagine if you would have paid the full membership, not like the discounted one early season.
100%. And I don't think you'll catch me paying for a full membership, at least in the near future that I can see.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to bring up before we get off of it completely. When I mentioned that I was going to take a break, I got a ton of DMs from people saying like, yeah, hey, I took a couple weeks off. Some people, I took a month off. And when I came back, I was playing better than ever. It's because you get all the bad swing thoughts out of your head. You're back to having fun. You're in it because you want to be in it, not because someone drug you along or you're trying to get your money back. And so I had a lot of people tell me that taking a break off was really good, or taking some time off was really good for their game.
Yeah, and we both virtually did that. We neither of us have played a full round or just a round in general since the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
Which was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks ago.
Yep.
So I was telling you before we shot that video, my swing, like my hands just felt better because my calluses had healed. And the club just felt better in my hand.
I don't know how you're getting calluses from the golf club because I don't.
I think it's partially because I could potentially swing the club 1,000 times in a week.
Yeah, you do just come into the simulator sometimes and swing the clubs.
I also think well, it's the grips too. The grips are like sandpaper on my hands. So
You just white knuckling the grip every time.
Yeah, I was like, the whole baby bird motto is out the window. Ryan's killing that baby bird.
Yeah, the baby bird's not living. I also just don't think I grip the club. That I just think I swing a lot.
You do.
Did go to Sweet Shots this last weekend. Did obviously just swung the club there. Again, felt great.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk about now.
Well, I think we could probably take a break.
I think we should.
And we'll figure out something at the break and come right back to you.
Yep.
Before we get into the worst things to hear on the golf course, I needed to bring this up. I was going to do it in the first segment, forgot, came back to me over the break. Why are range balls so fucking expensive these days? I had written that in my notes probably 3 months ago. 3 months ago being like, probably the start of golf season. I feel like years prior, I used to go to the range at least 2 to 3 times a week. Hit a bucket of balls. Probably be pissed off after hitting that bucket of balls. And even more pissed off that I just paid $15 to hit, I don't know, 50, 60 balls.
$15.
Wait, 15?
$15 for
Depends on the course. Anywhere from $12 to $15 for a large bucket.
Either way, that is insane because that is more money than I pay to golf at some courses in Fargo, 9 holes.
Well, and sometimes if you don't get enough balls in the large bucket, you just go buy a small bucket. And that's another usually like $4 to $6.
Yep.
So you could be in $20 on range balls.
The range is supposed to be the cheaper alternative to where you can loosen up real quick. Or if you don't have time for a full round, go get something in quick and cheap, right?
Yes.
Swing the club a little bit. It shouldn't cost the same it does to play Prairie Wood.
Mm-hmm. I vividly remember before the COVID boom of going to the range at the Muni in college, and it was $4 for a large bucket of balls.
What?
Yeah, it was $4 for a large bucket. And I'm not talking like they called it a large, but it was kind of an average. No, it was like genuinely a large bucket of balls, $4.
Huh. Like I was the only time where I've happily paid for range balls was Pine to Palm was pretty cheap. The range balls there were cheap. It was like $5. I got for a medium bucket. I did a medium bucket.
That's
every
not
morning.
too bad. $5 ain't too bad.
But you're right though. A lot of courses, it's $15 fucking for a large bucket of balls.
Well, here's the thing too. If you've never used the keypad feature of like selecting small, medium, or large, like for some people, and especially the older crowd too, it's rocket science to figure out how to. Okay, because here's the thing: you have to hit the yellow button as many times as it takes to get to land on the bucket you want, small, medium, large, and then you have to swipe your card after that. And typically my card will get declined at least 2 times before it then gets authorized. I don't know if it's a swipe. I don't know what it is, but there are times where I could swipe that card 5 times before I'm even in balls. It's like, what about the old coin model? I would rather struggle.
The coin is so much better.
I'd rather sit there and struggle for 30 to 40 seconds trying to line that coin up into the grooves than trying to fucking swipe my card. And then who knows? I look at my credit card, say, I probably got charged, 15 times 5, whatever that may be. I probably got charged that many times.
I just love the coin, dude. The coin is a vibe. Like sometimes you shoot the shit with the dude at the front desk and he's like, here's a bucket of balls for you.
Yeah.
Kid. Go out there, hit them.
They can't
hell
do
yeah,
that now.
Thank you. You can't be like, hey, thanks for chatting with me, kid. Here's a special code you can punch into the pin pad and hopefully it works.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a car wash,
Yeah.
Everyone loves throwing a stack of quarters into the little box the car was, a self-serve car wash, manual car wash, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Putting coins in a machine is great, but now everything's card related.
I think that's the main reason people liked arcades back in the day is just
Probably.
putting the quarter in the machine.
Lost art. I was at a wedding at a hotel that had like a little game room. And I paid for 3 games just by going around to different machines and hitting the eject button. I got
shit.
I got $1.50 out of them shits.
Damn.
Yeah. People forget about that.
Well, and I mean, I guess sometimes the range machine would. Like there would be a lot of times where I'd have to put the coin in 5 times before it actually accepted it. So, okay, it really does. But it's not as
cooler.
And it sounds way better when it's going all the way through and out the eject button, out the eject slot.
When it doesn't,
there's just no planet. I'm back to the expensive. There's no planet where hitting a big bucket of really fucking shitty balls should cost $15.
No, because they're beaten up, they're tattered up. They're limited flight. So it's like you're basically just going, it's just a warm-up bucket. Really.
Yeah. And it shouldn't cost me $15 to warm up.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I don't anymore.
And nobody's going to steal the balls. Like, why are you paying $15 for balls that everybody's hitting? Nobody's going to steal them. You're not going to lose them. The range guy's going to go pick them all up. It is a waste of money.
That is so true. I'd never once, other than a joke, have I picked up a range ball I found and be like, I'm going to use this.
No, me either.
Like nobody is stealing range balls ever.
You wouldn't think so anyways. If we're wrong, if we're wrong, then let us know. But I don't know of anybody stealing range
They'll take
balls.
like maybe one, maybe like if there's water, the next one I'll
just
hit
a
it.
smash. Fuck around, find out, smash it in the water.
But they have how many range balls?
Like the only time I've ever hit a range ball off the range is when I'm joking. I'm like, it doesn't count because it's a practice ball and none of these strokes count.
Like Trevor, even at like Sweet Shots, those balls I'm assuming are more expensive than a practice ball because they got the chip in them or whatever. Like,
They don't have chips.
They don't have chips.
They do tracking.
Oh,
They
do they?
It's cameras that track them.
but even then, all right, how many people are taking balls from there?
Not a whole lot.
I did steal
Wouldn't
one
think.
from Topgolf the first time I went.
But they have chips, so that's a reason why.
It's in Ryan's office.
Yeah, I do still have it.
I'm wrong. Ryan,
What?
you still have it? You gonna return it or no?
Well, no, I want to cut it open to see what that chip looks like inside.
But it was a gift. You can't wreck the gift.
When I haven't wrecked it yet.
I
so.
stole it for you.
I would think that like $15 pays off that bucket of balls one time. Like the bucket for the course is fully paid off for their cost by us paying $15.
Yeah.
So imagine how many people have had that same bucket of that many balls. I mean,
how much
could be wrong, but I feel like they're making a lot of money on range balls.
What are the expenses for operating a range, right? So you have the very tiny charge for electrical to run the fucking machine.
Yep.
You've got to pay the person
To pick them.
to mow once a week and pick the balls 3 times a day.
I would say they're mowing more than once a week.
The range?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
twice a week?
Let's just conservatively, let's just say 3 times a week.
Okay, 3 times a week.
Every other day.
3 times a week they are mowing it, and 3 times a day they are picking up balls. And that's generous, right?
The grounds crew is also, they're moving like the range tees up and back and up
Yep.
and back so they can sand,
reseeding. Yep.
reseed it,
And the
sand it.
flags, they move the flags. Okay, so there's
That contributes into like their entire job of maintaining the course.
right, and I'm just talking about their range responsibilities. So the range responsibilities, I would say, can be manned by one man. Just one person can do the entire range. They pick balls 3 times a day, what takes you 15, 20 minutes. They move the tees once a day, reseed, half hour to an hour, and they mow that shit every 3 days, every other day.
Well, Tyler, you could even say the range is a one-man full-time position.
Okay, so
It is every day from 5 a.m. until 2 p.m.
and I don't know what grounds crew make as far as money, but I know they are underpaid.
Yep.
So let's say this guy makes $12 an hour, right?
Let's even be generous and go 14.
No, let's just for math's sake, let's say he gets paid 15 because that's the price of a large bucket. Now,
Any Thursday after work or Friday after work, if you drive past a course with a range, they are making the money for that guy's entire week in 2
correct.
hours.
Correct.
Yeah, even I looked it up. Even 1,200 range balls. So that's a good amount. Maybe you'd want to buy that 2 or 3 times if you're opening up a range. Is only $600, $670 for 1,200 range balls.
And this is startup costs, even not even maintenance costs.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine you only have to buy 1,200 range balls once a year, maybe.
So the more
And who knows? Maybe the credit card fees on that little swiper are astronomical.
In which
go back
case,
to coins.
Go back to the coins.
They got to be raking it in on the range. Like I'm sure running an actual golf course with the holes and all of that is a much more difficult business, but that range has got to be pretty lucrative for them.
Well, here's the thing too. I feel like golf courses ran by the city are maybe, and I could be wrong, but maybe a little bit more greedy because odds are that this city ran golf courses are probably not making money
Right.
regardless.
Yep.
More so just, I don't know if it's tax write-off or I'm not sure.
I guess like it is a little different too. Like there are some courses in small towns where nobody hits the fucking range ever. But like I'm going off of the one main range. We're all thinking of the same range right now.
Yeah.
We're thinking of Osgood's range. That shit is packed all the time.
All the time. Well, and I guess they did just implement like a full strip of cement across the entire range with turf mats.
Yeah, but they
covering
only
that
used it for a week this year.
right? But that week where people are itching in the spring to get out and hit it outside, that week also gets super packed. So, I mean, that cement / turf project, that probably ran them, I don't know, 20, 30 grand.
Yeah, I got no idea what
Again,
concrete costs.
I'm throwing
but
all this stuff off the
No
top
idea.
of my head. I have no clue. But yeah, range balls are fucking expensive. And I feel like that's the reason I haven't been going as much is because I could spend, I mean, if you look at monthly charges, you're like, geez, Netflix going up to $15 a month now. Yet, we'll go to the range twice a week and pay $30 a week to hit range balls.
dude, if
Granted, it's not year round, but
I know, but if there was you're already paying for your membership at the golf course. If there was just a range membership where you just,
I believe there is, Jake.
like
I believe there is.
at Fargo, you can.
There may be.
Because if you could, that would be well worth its money. Is doing that.
Trevor's shaking his head.
yeah.
Trevor is the authority of local golf, I would say.
Some courses, like my buddy got one back in the city's got one where it's like if you go 10 times to the range, you get a free bucket then. Like we should do like a punch ticket for range or something like that.
That's not a bad idea.
Or just like a
Yeah,
flat
I would
rate
like it better
monthly.
than me paying for 10 fucking buckets. That's $150.
Hey, 10 large buckets gets you 10 punches. On the 11th punch, you get a free round. You get a free round of golf.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Because
you just paid $150 into the range, but you're also getting a free 18 holes, which
and odds are you are going to golf a couple of those 10 range sessions.
100%.
percent
You're probably going to golf at least 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't mind the punch card system.
Just gotta find something because it's expensive for no reason.
Yeah, or redeemable points. It's like, hey, if you, I don't know, for every time you hit the range, you get 10 points, and for every 100 points or 1,000 points or whatever that may be, or for every large bucket is 100 points, every small bucket's 10 points.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can redeem that at the you can redeem it
Pro
at like
shop.
the pro shop or
Balls, tees,
Yeah.
shirts, clubs, rounds, whatever
because
you want.
I mean, if you're in the pro shop buying one thing, like that's the whole goal is to get people in to buy one thing so they buy another thing.
Yep.
Just like the gas station. It's like you get them to come in and buy gas because you know they're going to come in the store and buy, breakfast burrito or 5-Hour Energy, whatever.
The problem is that it's so clearly that we're getting raked over the coals, like monetarily, for no good reason. It's the same thing with golf carts. Like it makes no sense why the pricing is
Don't even
the way it is on golf
Dude,
carts.
no.
don't get Trevor started on golf
It's
carts.
so fucking dumb. If I go out there by myself, I have to pay $22 for a cart. But if me and my buddies go and get the same cart, we both have to pay $22. It is stupid.
The value of the cart should not go up because 2 people are in it.
Correct.
Like maybe does it double the wear and tear with an extra body in it? I don't think so.
No. Like if you two are both getting a cart, you should split the price.
It should be $11 a guy,
Yes.
not
Yeah.
44.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Tyler, what do you do if you and your buddy are going splitting gas money? What do you do?
We just split it.
Okay, yeah, so you don't charge him
No, I don't
whatever the
charge-
tank of gas.
Yeah, I don't
is.
charge him $50 if the tank was $50. I charge him $25.
That's exactly it.
Me and my one buddy used to work a way around this. So back when it was just me and him just always going, we'd take turns buying it. The other one would say we walk, and on hole 2 we just hop on the fucking cart.
Smart. I mean,
It's a good idea.
yeah.
Because we were like, why would we both pay for a cart when it's literally just one cart? If we go up to get a cart, awesome. But if we're both sharing a cart, no, fuck no.
Do we know how often golf courses get new carts? I mean, some of them I think are 20 years old.
Yeah.
But if we go 10 grand for a golf cart, because what some people may not realize is golf carts are really expensive as well. So if we go $10,000 for a new golf cart, at $24 a seat, because the course I was playing at this summer was $24. $48 if there's 2 people riding. So 10,000 divided by 48, 208 total rounds of essentially total rounds of golf with 2 people in that cart. And I feel like that shit's paid off in the summer.
That's 2 weeks.
You know what also pisses
But there's a
me
fleet
off?
of golf carts though, so it's like it.
They also get a discount by buying more golf carts, so I wouldn't even put it at 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't have screens or the technology, like they're basic, battery powered golf carts.
You know what else pisses me off about the golf cart thing is that every single dude in the clubhouse has the audacity to say, "Oh, you're 18 and you're going to split a cart? You want to split a cart?" No, we're
Really?
not fucking splitting a cart, because you just saying that, we're paying for the full cart, each of us. We're not splitting shit.
Yep.
I hate that phrase. That phrase makes me so mad. Like, no, I don't want to split a cart. I do want to split a cart, but you're not going to charge me for that.
Dude, and it used to be that way.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it, is that it used to be that there was a flat rate for the cart, and now it is no longer.
And
like
they
that.
thought we wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
We noticed.
Well, okay, so
That's why I walk all the time, Ryan.
Same.
and again, we could be completely wrong because we don't know the numbers that I'll go into. We don't know the debits, credits of a golf course.
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances. But the way it looks to the outsiders, the guys like us, is that obviously they recognize that golf has become a very popular sport, and golf is also known to be on the more expensive side to get into. So why not take advantage of these people who already understand that, hey, this might be a little bit of an expensive sport to get into, and raise our prices on range balls, on golf carts, shit like that.
And here's it all comes down to this. They're going to keep raising prices on stuff, and I'm just going to keep paying them because I want these courses to stay open. I don't want them to close. We're here to support you, but it is my right as an American to bitch about it.
Yep.
So,
but also it's like, why is your course better than that course? So like, what are these courses doing to get people to come play there versus going to play somewhere else? Like we talk about the punch pass. I don't hear of anyone doing things like that. Anything unique to be like, our course is packed all the time. The range is packed all the time, because we're also trying to give back into our members, into the people just playing as public for the public, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's the city-owned golf courses just could kind of fucking care less.
Yep.
And again, could be completely wrong.
But you're not.
We gotta disclaimer everything we say now to get people off our asses.
Well, and I genuinely do not know the numbers, so we could be wrong. But this is how it looks from an outsider like us.
Yeah.
Now, today we're going to talk about worst things you hear on a golf course. One of them is that'll be $24 for half a cart.
And then cart path only.
Or the whole thing. Yeah, that's on my list
Cart
as
path
well.
only.
Hey, it's cart path only today is absolutely one of the worst things you can hear on the course.
Especially because you're not getting a discount on that MFR.
No, I'm paying for the whole course, but I can only go on the cart path. How about you just tell me to stay off the spots that are wet? I'll do that.
But
The whole course can't be wet unless it just stormed. And if that's the case, I'm not golfing.
But they're trying to maintain the course, trying to keep the course nice, which I can also respect that.
Yeah, but like the whole course.
So then at that point, then I feel like you just walk.
I do walk. You hate walking.
No, I know. But if it's cart path only, odds are I'll probably walk.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's no matter what. Even if I'm walking and they tell me that, I get a little bummed. It's just the concept of it. I know what it means for people in carts. Even if I'm walking, I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Dang,
Shit.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a course that has a cart path like running along every single hole, like the entire duration. There's always a scatter spot, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the only one that maybe Rose Creek.
Nope.
I will
'cause on
say-
oh yeah.
The only course I've had to play cart path only was TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah. Rose Creek they have a cart path the whole way.
Yep.
The entire way.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I don't play there much, but
I play in their league every week and never miss a week.
no, you don't. One thing I hate hearing on the golf course, and we heard it in the comments last week, was, God, you really decelerated on that shot. Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I don't like my soul isn't leaving my body and watching my swing from the top down every time I hit the golf ball. Sometimes when I walk up to the ball, I will black out.
From now booze.
I do not know what sometimes I can hit all the balls in the simulator, on the range, at sweet shots, in lessons that I want. But when I step up to that ball in competition, there are times where I black out. So when you say, you really decelerated on that shot. Okay.
Good to know.
Great to know. I might do it again this next shot. Because I black out. I do not know what's going on in my golf swing when I approach the ball and I'm about to swing. And that's probably why I'm a 10 handicap.
That's probably why you decelerate.
So, yeah, anything to do with that, I'm out on it.
Yeah. I feel that.
What do you want me to do? You want me to
Accelerate.
Well, okay, I get you want me to accelerate, but sometimes I can't help it. Sometimes I literally black out. So
I think you should tell someone that, and I bet you they'll stop telling you. Like, you know what? Thanks. I blacked out. I don't remember exactly what happened. So thank you for that advice. And then if they do it again, like, no, blacked out again. Please stop talking to me.
blacked out. Sorry.
Thanks, man. Don't remember this shot, though.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh, one thing that I cannot stand, and this doesn't necessarily only happen on the golf course. I just dumped that everywhere. Let me start over, guys. One thing that I cannot
Blacked out.
stand. I blacked out there. I spilled my fucking energy drink all over. One thing that I cannot stand when people say, and it doesn't necessarily happen exclusively on the golf course. Anytime anyone says the words to me, I fixed my swing, I black out like Ryan. I do not hear a single word after that because then they explain to me how they fixed their swing or how they saw it. And that leads into my next thing that I hate to hear on the golf course. So I watched this YouTube video and then I immediately black out again. If anyone says either of those two things to me, just know that I didn't hear a fucking word for the next 5.5 minutes.
So I saw this TikTok, man, and the guy.
My best friend is notorious for telling me, yeah, so I saw this video. I was like, did you see that video? Because I'm not going to hear anything. Just tune out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, last round I played, the guy who I went out with did the same thing. He said, man, I fixed my swing. I'm going to go to the driving range beforehand, and it's going to be great. And we get to the first tee box, and he puts the first ball directly into the ground in front of the tee so hard that it creates a divot on the tee box, and then the ball bounced 4 feet backwards. And then I was like, you know what, man? Hey, it's no big deal.
If you fixed your swing, what was it like before?
I know. I told him, I was like, hey, man, it's no big deal. Just throw another one down. Same thing. Second shot. He did it twice in a row. The ball went backwards. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, Miles is notorious for that.
Oh, yeah.
I had to tell him that like the golf swing is always temporary. The reason that we are the handicaps that we are is because we don't play enough. And if we want to fix our swing and implement the stuff we are watching online, you have to just play more. And I said, we just don't play enough to do it. He goes, well, that's really optimistic of you. And I'm like, it's just the truth. It's just me being a realist saying, if you want to fix your swing, you just have to go play more.
He's notorious for both of those. I fixed my swing and I saw this video.
Yep. Yeah, I figured out how to create more lag.
Yeah.
One thing that I hate is, now this doesn't apply to par threes. Everyone knows why. But hey, man, will you film this shot for me?
Really?
Dude, I can't do it. I can't do it.
No one's ever asked me to do that.
Well, the same person
No
who
one's
you guys were
ever
just
asked me to do that either. But I've considered asking some, just on par threes though.
Well, on a par three, it doesn't
That's
apply.
different because you want to get a hole in one on camera.
Yeah, that doesn't apply. But if we're in the middle of a round and we're out there having a good time, and you say, "Hey, man, will you just film this shot for me?" It means that you're going to be tweaking something in the middle of that round.
Yes.
And it means that you are focusing on your swing and you are not focusing on having a good time.
And if this request is coming from the guy that buried it 3 feet in front of the tee markers on his first two drives, the middle of the round is not the time to be making adjustments, pal.
No, not at all. No, actually, it's not for Miles. Always asked me to film his swing. I feel like it's just like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, there are times when I'll just be scrolling back through my camera roll and I'll just like find a swing video of Miles in the simulator.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, you didn't film that in slow-mo? I'm like, no. Do you want me to?
But he's in the simulator. That's fine. That's where you want to work on that sort of stuff.
yeah.
But like in the middle of a round, like
yeah, that's insane.
insane.
That's absolute insanity.
Captain Insano.
Another thing that I hate hearing on the golf course is when I'm walking up to the tee box and someone says, "Oh, you're not swinging driver on this hole?" Okay, I understand this is probably a driver hole, but maybe I just want to put one in the fairway. Maybe my 4-iron today is just my fairway finder. Like, yeah, you keep hitting your driver. Why does it matter what I hit?
Dude.
Hey, your ball will probably be 30 yards in front of mine. Isn't that a good thing? Don't you want that off the tee box?
So your best comeback from this is like, I'm just trying to let you catch up.
Ooh,
And then they shut the fuck up.
Ooh, I'm just trying to let you outdrive me one hole.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, that's not a bad one.
That's my favorite comeback for anything driver related. Anyone's giving me shit for not swinging it, because you know that if my driver's not working, I will put it away after hole 2.
Yeah. Yep.
And I get that comment a lot, mostly from my father. And hopefully I'm winning. right? Is that if you say the comeback line, they can't say shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he did that to me when I was hitting driving iron.
Driving's in the name.
Yeah.
There's only really a 20-yard difference in these clubs. It's like, it's a driving iron. It has almost the same shaft as my driver, just a little bit shorter. Just let me hit the driving iron.
Yeah, and even if it's a par 5, another line you can use, even if you're getting your ass kicked by this person and you can't say that, yeah, I'm trying to let you come back. Like I think there's people on the green still. And then it gets a laugh and then they leave you alone.
Or if you've played this course a few more times than your other buddy has, just try and talk him into going iron, and then last minute before it's your shot, switch out to the driver and
Switch.
out-drive him. Yeah. Could do that too.
One that I hate hearing is, you're playing really well. Do you know your blah, 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 like what your score is? I'm like,
Score
yeah,
updates,
no
yep.
shit. I see it every time. Thanks.
Yep. No hitter.
Who,
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was God, this is like one of the last rounds I played. I was golfing with kind of a new group of guys, and one of the guys in the group was golfing really well. And this guy that was golfing well. He did the just take 2 weeks off and don't swing at all. Came back, was playing great, and then the guy that I was riding the cart with started talking to him about how well he's playing.
It's just like,
And the other guy was kind of oblivious. He's kind of like, just, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a space cadet, oblivious to what. So he's just like, oh yeah, took a couple weeks off, swing's feeling good. And then we got into the car and I said, dude, stop talking to him about how well he's playing. Like, that is the number one rule.
were you playing for money?
No, we weren't playing for anything.
No, I was going to
But
say,
it's
if
just like,
you're
let
playing
this-
for money, then talk about it. Get in their head.
No, it's just like let this guy play out his round. He might have the best round of his life.
Yeah.
We also could have just fucked him by giving him the score update.
Yep.
So, piece of advice: if you're keeping score for the entire group, just unless somebody asks, don't say anything.
Keep your mouth shut.
Because the best way to shoot low is to not keep score, have someone else keep score.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an update every hole, Trevor, on what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm going to put a little piece of tape on the 18 Birdies app so I can't see the little plus.
Yeah.
I think as the podcast we are and the people we are, we would be remiss not to include this one. One of the worst things to hear on the course. No bev carts today, guys.
Yeah.
No,
That's a
no
tough-
bev cart running.
That is a tough one. 'Cause
Okay,
even
I better
playing-
buy 40 of them in the clubhouse before I go out. Do you have a cooler special? No cooler special.
No coolers at all, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, I mean, you guys want to talk about golf course coolers? Nobody else is rocking the old school foam bag coolers.
Yeah, as hard as a golf course.
As hard
is.
as a golf course.
Yeah.
Nowhere in the entire world is rocking golf course coolers like a golf course does.
true.
Yeah, and those even started as like lunch boxes and golf courses. Like, no,
Really?
those are 6-pack deals.
And I mean, they've kind of evolved into like hot and cold bags for like the grocery store or whatever. But I mean, if you get a cooler at a golf course, odds are that thing is at least 10 years old.
Yeah, if it's not one of the coolers, it's like attached to the golf cart, like the little hard igloo deal.
Yep.
If you just get a cooler deal out from the clubhouse, they give you the little soft bag.
Oh, it's
And
the best.
It is. Why are they so fun?
And also, you can't be mad when that thing starts leaking.
No.
Because it's going to leak. It's 10 years old.
It's dripping all over the PXG quarter zip Ryan forgot in the basket.
Yep.
And it's fine.
Yep.
You don't care.
That's okay. That's why you don't buy a white. I have a lot of white golf stuff. I don't know. I think white's a good color on the golf course. Also the tees that I play, so it just makes sense. But it gets dirty real fast. Also, you got a cooler in the back. It's probably gonna get soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a black quarter zip though. You're good. Like, you're not gonna see any dirt.
Nothing's better than reaching back into that basket, into the little cooler, feeling through like 5 empty cans, not sure if there's one full, and you get to the bottom, shake it, full of beer, pull it out. You had one more the whole time.
It's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
I mean, even talking designs on these coolers, like they're like there's like real photos printed on these designs.
My favorite, the Frazee golf course doesn't have any coolers that say Frazee golf course. They're just like random ones they brought from home.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was
one of them was like a Man Financial. And one of them is like They're just all over the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say they always have sponsors on them. I feel like it's got like Fogel Law Firm on it or something like that, you know?
Yeah. With all this extra money that you guys are making off these range balls, just please don't reinvest it into better coolers.
No,
We don't
actually
need better
don't.
coolers.
We like the ones you have.
We like the ones that we have. Actually, that might be a phenomenal like freebie item.
We should start selling those.
So one okay, and we've had a lot of people asking about merch lately, and the merch will be coming. We're working on it. We got to get a couple other things finagled before we can focus on that. But the soft cooler with the plastic handle and the 2 buttons on top that connect. We may have to make some BB golf course coolers.
I think we should go even shittier. Like, this would mean nothing to anyone but Ryan, but like the Dick Rail coolers.
But that's too generic. You can use that for more than just golf. Like
exactly.
The soft, like the tall, skinny, soft coolers with the plastic handle. That's a golf course cooler.
Yeah, but it's for the guys. They can use it wherever, golf course and anywhere else.
But I feel like if you have a golf course cooler, if you bring a golf course cooler from your truck into the golf cart, no one, like the marshal's not going to question whether you brought booze in or not.
True.
So we'll maybe have to look into that. But you guys got anything else?
When your buddy goes, I've been playing really good or really bad, because either way it's gonna be a shit round.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which way it goes.
I've been playing really good lately, man, and I'm excited. He's gonna choke and play like ass. I've been playing really bad lately, man. He's already just making excuses for his shit play.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can say to make me think they're gonna have a good round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like you should never say you've been playing pretty good lately, because if you don't play good, then it's like, well, what the hell's going on? It's just like, just divert to like, the game's not in a great place right now.
Like, I don't know. We'll
And
find
then
out
if you
today.
play bad, then it's like, I warned you.
The go-to is, I don't know. We'll find out today how I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf swing's always,
That's a
golf,
great answer.
golf game's always temporary. It's always day to day.
Yep.
Yeah, but I fixed my swing. So I watched this YouTube video and I really, really think I fixed my swing. I just overlap my finger in my grip now.
I don't do that. I'm still sticking with the overlap.
Is it
Baseball.
working?
Oh, did you say
Baseball grip to
interlock?
I said overlap.
Oh, I thought
I was making fun
I
of
thought
you.
you said interlock. Yeah, don't sleep on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hitchner during the Fortinet Championship, PJ Durgan, I'm pretty sure that round he was overlapped.
No, he told me that he would never overlap and then he just drank some beers.
Oh, okay.
He didn't tell me that.
Beers always work too. Guys, if there are some things that you hate hearing on the golf course, let's throw it in the Spotify question box.
Q&A.
All you got to do is go on Spotify, click on the episode, and it'll be at the bottom of that page.
Yep.
So we're out of here for today. We'll be back next week. Love you all.
Love you.
Love you.
You piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.